In addition, Dr. Terry Long had a welcome back or orientation for the adjunct faculty, and the senators were very involved in that as well, talking to them about curriculum, professional development, and that kind of thing. And I just returned from a fabulous weekend with Rose Delgadio. It was our second UCLA weekend with the Lead Academy, so professional development from another angle. And we had 29 wonderful colleagues joining us for the weekend. And I know that Rose will be bringing the Lead Academy Cohort 1 and Cohort 2 to a future board meeting, so I'm not going to say much more than that, but I really appreciate getting to be involved in that, and it's an incredible program that has deep meaning, cultural change shifts for this college. And you can see it within the first weekend. Then I want to say to the lovely people in the audience, I'll be speaking with you tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to addressing student leaders on the topic of participatory governance and any other questions you might have of the Senate and what we do, or how the students fit in to participatory governance. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. And Dr. Eva Bagg and I co-chair the strategic plan, and in that effort, we've included an extra day ahead of our traditional college day. So we're having a pre-college day conference on Thursday, and we have nearly 300 folks coming to that. So I think that the college is poised for some change in really positive ways, and I'm just happy that as Senate President, I get to be a part of that. I'm very grateful. And I also just want to say, whether I liked it or not, as Senate President, I had to become kind of expert in the Brown Act and parliamentary procedure. And so after now doing this for several years, I'd like to say that the Senate goes through a training every year, and if any of you would like to come to our retreat and hear how we train our new senators in parliamentary procedure and the Brown Act, I'd be happy to have you attend.
Okay. Let us know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Superintendent President Oakley.
Thank you. Thank you, Board President Baxter. First of all, I want to, ahead of next Monday, welcome back all of our students to another academic year, and look forward to seeing them all on campus, and particularly thank the student leaders that are here today. I have the pleasure of running into many of our former leaders when I'm out and about, whether at a CSU campus or a UC campus, and you always come out to greet me, and it gives me great pride to see the great things that our student leaders not only do at Long Beach City College, but do at the campuses that they go on to. So I look forward to hearing about all the great things that you all do. I also want to thank Eva and Karen and everybody involved with the strategic plan and planning College Day. I'm looking forward to 2 great days, getting ourselves ready to take on another academic year. And with that, I want to welcome back all of our full and part-time faculty, and particularly welcome our new faculty, who I also had a chance to meet recently at their orientation. They're a great group of faculty, and they're going to do great things for Long Beach City College for many, many years. I also have a bit of good news. I wasn't able to discuss it at the last board meeting because by the time we got to my report, everybody was gone and the crickets were chirping. So I didn't think there was any point mentioning it, but since it's still early, I will mention it now. On July 8th, I got a letter from the Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges stating that they had received our follow-up report and have reviewed it. Of course, they find that Long Beach City College has resolved any and all deficiencies, so I wanted to thank Dr. Bagg and her team for working hard with our faculty and staff to make sure that we cleaned up all of those remaining issues from our accreditation site visit and our accreditation report. So we have a 100% clean bill of health.
Excellent. Thank you, President Oakley. Student trustee Alejandro.
Yeah, so thank you, everyone. First of all, I want to thank everyone in the audience, students particularly. Sorry I wasn't able to make it to the training today, but I'm really excited to join you all tomorrow. I do want to give a special shout out to two members that walked in a little late. We have Jay. If you want to stand up, come on. Don't be shy. So that's Jay. He's our rep of academic affairs, and then we have Catherine, who's our ASB secretary. Catherine. Awesome. So first, I also want to thank the board being so welcoming and just really open to meeting students and just opening with them with welcome arms. I do appreciate some of the inclusive dialogue that we had throughout this meeting. I heard a lot of acronyms throughout the entire meeting, and of course I'm already used to a lot of them, but I appreciate those of you who went into elaboration on what those acronyms really mean. So thank you for that. And what have I been up to? It's summer, finished summer classes. We start school next week, super excited for that. Making sure to get here really early, as all of you faculty and staff members already know. Students, if it's your first day, come really early. I had the privilege of going to the CCLC, which is a Community College League of California, put on a student trustee workshop 2 weeks ago. They held it up in San Francisco. It was really awesome. I met a bunch of other student trustees across the state. We developed some best practices within ourselves, and we have this huge group chat that just keeps going and going about what we can do at our college and how we can make it better and include student involvement and what we can do to develop and some relationships with our administration as well, but I don't see that as being a problem for me at this time. But yeah, we're just really excited. I've been kind of working on some projects myself, some college promise campaign with the Heads Up America campaign, trying to implement the Long Beach College Promise in some local colleges within our region and across the state. So we're working with some BOG members in that sense, but Board of Governors members in that sense. And yeah, thank you all. It's been a great meeting and looking forward to seeing you all in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Let's start with Trustee Malauulu for your report.
Thank you very much. Not too much to report. I would like to share with you that a couple of weeks ago, Trustee Baxter and I had the privilege of attending a new trustee orientation, which was hosted by the Association of Community Colleges Trustees in Washington, D.C. And even though Trustee Baxter does not need it, I feel bad. I think she was probably sent to babysit me. We had a really good time. I learned quite a bit. It was a great experience. The value for me is incredible. I took copious notes, and rather than bombard all of you all at once with some of the ideas and things that I learned, I hope to implement them throughout the meetings as we go on. The one thing that I would like to share with you is how important it is for the board to work together and to be responsive, receptive to the needs of the college as a whole. And it really opened my eyes because sometimes myself, I come from a certain background, and you know, being at that trustee conference, it occurred to me that I'm here actually more of a representative of the college itself than a particular group or affiliation or experience that I've had. So it was eye-opening for me to, and I'm still trying to get there to that understanding. Also on a personal note, I'm sure all of you know Trustee Baxter is just a wealth of information, and she gave me lots of tours as we were walking from the hotel to the conference. I learned a lot more about DC than I knew before. So thank you very much. I hope to use that conference in the decisions that I make, and a lot of reading, a lot of information, and I plan on sharing some of that with you, hopefully in the discussions that we have for you. Other than that, I'm still working, trying to figure out, I think we talked about this a couple of times. I have a lot of ideas and things that I would like to do, but I'm trying to navigate to see exactly what needs to be a board action and what doesn't, and what could actually be done, just working with the vice president and working with the different groups on campus. So hopefully those ideas will come to fruition, and then I can report on some of the things we've actually been able to accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Otto? Congratulations on your new baby granddaughter.
Pictures to be shared after the meeting. I'll be brief. Yeah, I spent the better part of a week in San Francisco last week, having very little to do with the birth of this little girl. So, but it was good to be there. I'm excited about the beginning of any academic year, but this one in particular, I think. I'm particularly excited because of the strategic plan. I think that it provides an opportunity for this college to really come together and to move in a direction that will not only give us a direction as we go through the very arduous process of hiring a superintendent president, but also to reflect ourselves on who we are, where we're going, and it's a roadmap. And so I'm just so excited that we have that there as a way to move forward. I unfortunately will not be at College Day this year because I have to be on the East Coast, and I regret that because I always enjoy College Day. It's the kickoff and for the new year, and so I'm sorry about that. But I'm excited, and I think we've got a good road ahead of us.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Kellogg?
Thank you. Well, as was mentioned, as we start the new academic year, it is exciting. College Day is enjoyable to see all the excitement in people's eyes, or the anxiety, or the absolute fear as everyone goes through. But so it's always enjoyable to be there. I will be there doing my very best not to tell people the wrong buildings. So, which I did one year. I must have made probably 100 students late because I sent them in the wrong direction. So, but it's a wonderful day, and actually, as we're now leading into this month, where we've been in a lull because this summer things have been going on, but now the fact that you brought up things like the LEAD Academy, what's going on there, the fact that the student trustee conference, by the way, that was in Burlingame, was it not? I know you love to say San Francisco, but it's in Burlingame, and no one's ever confused Burlingame with San Francisco. Burlingame is a wonderful place, by the way, but nonetheless, the reason I wanted to mention that is that's put on by in cooperation with the CCLC, Community College League of California, which the organization is actually headed right now by Trustee Otto, and so the point is, leadership of this college is all over the community college system, whether it be in the state or through the national. And in that event, the excitement of those events going on, the things we're doing right now, the Brown Act, I know David Morris, in his, I think, last act, or maybe it wasn't, as the Academic Senate President for the state of California, he had written a lot about the Brown Act. The Brown Act is a critical document to keep things running. I have worked with people that use every word in the Brown Act, and those can drive you a little bit crazy at times, but the point is it allows your meetings to run in an organized manner. And to what degree, how hard you want to do it. But it is interesting, and I appreciate the fact saying that you've had a lot. I'm always interested to hear what people think about it, but I'll talk to you later about that. And to the students that are here, and I asked the question because in the past, I don't know if I'm confusing, but usually around this time of year, the trustees sometimes have spoken and talked to you and taken Q&A. I don't know if that, I know I didn't miss it, but if you ever have questions about things, I'd be more than happy to be the resource. I love the fact of all the different responsibilities you're doing, from the academic affairs all the way down to one of you legislative. God help you on that one, because you'll find out how challenging it is. And the final point of everything is, we start this new year, it should be like the first day of college. It should be exciting. There should be a lot of people really, the anticipation. But in our board goals, it was mentioned, and Trustee talked about it a little bit, and one of our 4 board goals, 4, correct? 4. They are strategic plan was mentioned by Trustee Otto. That's a very critical document, obviously going out for the search. But one of those four was, as was mentioned, was to how to make the college experience more affordable, legislative issues that are going to affect students. And that term, is everyone will say it's for the students, but when you get into legislative issues, it's sometimes a shield. It's really not for the students. I mean, I know people love to say that, but the reality is it can be a lot of different messages. But we wanted to put it in our board goal because truly to keep out in front the fact of how we can make this a more affordable, productive, and enjoyable experience for our students. And as far as affordability, it's how, especially things like textbooks. That was the discussion we had in a retreat about how we can address that issue more aggressively. And as someone had mentioned, nothing is simple. And I just let you know, in community college system, if it was simple as Trustee Malauulu is starting to find out, it would have been done a long time ago. But everything in the community college system in the state of California, there is a process and procedure for everything we do. And you're just going to have to trust me on that. Everything we do has a process and procedure. And that includes with making textbooks more affordable. You need to work with your academic senate. You need to work with a lot of other constituency groups to make it more reality. So as we start the new year, I'm excited. And I'm not even taking a class. But I know one thing. I won't be late either. But I really am. I'm very proud of the college. And it's always uplifting to go to the first day and watch the faces. I get to see it with my own daughter, who starting college in August is always a challenge, but starting college in Texas in August is a temperature you don't want to ever have to deal with. The famous line there, by the way, they said it was 104, but it felt like 107. I have no idea what 3 degrees difference would ever be, but that was the line I got. But anyway, welcome everyone back. I'm excited for this new year, and I think we're going to do a fantastic job. And we actually got noticed also about the football team. The expectations for the football team are very high this year as well.
Top
So
10 in the country.
it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
That's right.
Famous
that's
line.
true.
So anyway, congratulations, everyone. Welcome, and here we go.
Okay, Trustee Zia.
Thank you, President Baxter. I have no weather reports, unfortunately, but I wanted to acknowledge Rose Del Gaudio for being named the president of ACCA, Association of California Community Colleges and College Administrators for 2016-2017. Rose, I'm really proud of you. Thank you for representing us very well, and I look forward to hearing about it, and congratulations. That's a great deal.